Okay. All right. Good morning. Go ahead and stand up. Make sure you're near a chair. March it out. Stand up nice and straight. Remember to lift your chest, lift your head, keep your eyes straight. Move those arms. Get those arms moving opposite the legs. Make sure you're picking your feet up off the floor. Start getting the blood going to all the muscles. Let's start with our right leg, and we're going to tap to the side. Now the opposite arm goes forward. Extend that leg, point your toe. So when you point your toe, you're helping to stretch out the front of the lower leg of your shin. You should feel, I can feel a little stretch going in the front of my shin when I do that. It's also working that calf muscle at the back. And breathe. And last one, march it out. Woo. Those legs warmed up a little bit. Again, let's start with that right leg. We're going to kick it forward. Kick. 2 more on each side. We're doing 4. Here we go. Now we're going to go to the side. So kick it out. And you can reach if you want. Get those arms into it. 3. Now we're going to kick it back. Let's reach forward. Squeeze your glutes as you push back. And 1 more on each, and then we're going to curtsy. Good. Just a little tap behind, and move that arm. And again, let's go forward. You can even reach with your opposite hand. So this is going to work your balance. If you need to hold on to the chair, then just focus on the legs. 2, 3, extend those arms. Now back and push. Push. Breathe 1 more on each. And curtsy. Reach. So reaching, so you feel a nice little stretch through your side. 1 more on each. 1 more time. Kick. 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 I think we have 1 more on each. And then out to the side. Lift. If you can, keep your leg up. You're kicking it out. Extend. And 4. And back. Push. Push. 2. 3. 4. Curtsy. Reach around the body. So get that nice stretch. 2. 3. And let's march it out. Good job. Deep breath in. And out. And again, deep breath in and out. All right, we're gonna lift that leg, tap your knee. We're gonna switch it up here. Get that brain moving, get that brain going. So I want your left hand to continue to work, reach for the knee, and then your right hand is gonna reach for the shoulder. Good, now switch. Left to shoulder, right to knee. Good, ready? Switch. Can you go do that switch like immediately? I know sometimes I have to kind of stop and think. Switch. So right to knee, left to shoulder. Keep those legs coming up. I'm sure those legs are starting to feel it a little bit now. One more. March it out. Woo. Let's roll those shoulders back. Keep marching. Keep picking those feet up off the ground. And breathe. Good. Deep breath in and out. All right, we're going to do some step overs and step unders. We're going to start with our left leg. We are going to step it over. Right leg has to step over. Step under with the right and the left. Good. So it's over. Lift that leg as high as you can and take a big step. And over. And over. Reach that leg out. Calm down. Good. Remember, you're walking along, you come across a big log, or there's a big dog, or a sleeping bear. With all my hiking, I keep wishing to see a bear in the woods. Far enough away, not too close, but enough that I can tell it's a bear. But I haven't yet. And one more, and then we're going to switch. Good. So we're going to step, starting with the right, let's go over, and under. Good. Big step up, and up, really reaching that leg out, coming under. Think of a limbo pole. I'm sure at some point in your life, most of you have done the limbo, especially if you've visited the islands. And over, reach and under. So again, this is going to also help you getting in and out of a car, because you got to step onto the floorboards, and you got to lift both legs up. I've lost count. We'll do one more. And under. Good. Let's march it out. Take a deep breath in and out. March it wide. And let's just do a few little hamstring curls here. Reaching. Now let's take it overhead. Reach overhead. Oh, my hair is doing all kinds of weird things today. Good, bring your heel up and back. And last one, and march it out. Good, let's get those knees up, and let's march. Let's march with purpose. Try to really get those arms moving, not just kind of like hanging there and just flailing about, but let's really pump them. We're pumping that blood to our muscles. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take a deep breath in, stand up straight, lift that chest, deep breath in and out. When we're up straight, we open our chest up more so we can breathe. And let's do it one more time. Deep breath in and out. Good job. All right. We'll do a little bit of stretching. Again, I'll save a lot of it for the end. Circle those hands around and the other direction. Oh, you know, get your ball. I'm going to grab my ball. And we're going to, we haven't done this in a while. Let's just get those wrists moving. Let's put the ball in the right palm of your hand, and let's turn that ball. Again, like you're turning a jar, lid on a jar, and make sure pick your hand up, really turn. Try to get a big wrist turn, really big, as big as you can. Good, now turn the other direction. The ball is still in that right palm. We're not switching hands. You're just switching directions. Good, now flip it over. Same thing, big turns. I don't know if you can see, but my hand is really big. I'm turning it. I get my fingers almost towards me and then really turning away. Now, the other direction. We have to take the lid off and we've got to put it back on. Nice and tight. Good. All right. Put that ball down. And let's just kind of swing those arms. Just scissor them. I want the swing coming from your shoulders. So arms are loose, your hands are loose, your wrists are loose. Good. And just swing them side to side. And breathe, stand up straight. Always remember to keep lifting up through your torso. So we don't want to slump down through our torso. It's going to tighten everything up. And let's get that left leg out in front. Point and flex. Good, and circle. Make a big circle with your big toe. Just around the ankle. Circle the other direction. Good, and switch. Point and flex. And circle with your big toe. Make a big circle with your toe. And switch direction. Good. And shake it out. Deep breath in. And out. Good job. All right, you ready? We're going to start, we're going to do 2 exercises. And then we'll sit. So the first one is going to be a little bit of a lunge series. We're going to start with some lunges, and then we're going to go and we're going to flow right into a nice torso twist. Okay, stretching out that upper body, and it's going to work your balance. So just make sure you're near your chair. So for the lunges, why don't you get sideways to your chair so that you have something to hold on to, all right? If you need to hold on to the chair with both hands, then you can get behind the chair. But if you can hold on with one hand, I'd like you to be sideways. So let's have the chair to your right, okay? And we're going to take that left leg out in front. We're going to take a big step back with our right foot. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to go sideways for right now. Remember, it's about dropping, it's about bending the back knee, all right? And you want to keep that forward knee over your ankle and behind the tips of your toes. You know all this, so I'm just going to say that once right now. So make sure that your stance is wide enough that you do not push your knee past the tips of those toes. Ready? Let's come down. And remember, if you have toe issues, you can do a single leg squat in lieu of these, or just try to keep your heel on the ground and make the movement smaller. Notice I'm keeping my upper body up. So I'm not falling forward. You need to keep your core tight, so we're staying straight. Come down, knee forward, push up through that heel. Do not push through the toes. We're gonna do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Stay here. And you can use your chair for balance if you need to. And we're just going to come down a little low. So you're getting that nice stretch through the top of the thigh and the front of the hip like we do at the end. All right? And if you need to, you can come down even lower to the seat. But hold on where you need to. Take your left hand, so it's the same, or arm, it's the same arm as your forward leg. Keeping your leg forward and that knee is over the ankle. Now, we've done these seated. Take your arm up to the ceiling and try to look up to the ceiling. Your arm is reaching for the ceiling. Feel the stretch through your hip, through your back, your shoulders, your core. Breathe. Lift your chest. Breathe. And bring your hand down to the top of your thigh and step it in. Okay? All right. We're going to do the same thing. You're going to switch either the side of your chair or turn the other direction. All right? I'm going to stay just facing you. So now your right leg is out in front. Okay? Right leg out in front. Left leg back. Notice I have a nice wide stance here. And we're going to drop that back knee. Now, how far down you go is really a matter of your body. Now, don't move into any, pain. So how far down you go is up to you. It's a matter of your flexibility. Make sure your right knee stays over your laces. So take a peek, but don't bend forward. I think we have 6 more. 6, 5, breathe. 4, keep that body up nice and straight. 3, this is how you get up off the floor, 2, good. And 1, now stay down. Try to straighten that back leg a little bit more if you can. If you want to get the pressure off your toes, you can just lower the heel. And you're going to feel that nice stretch in the front of the hip, maybe into the quads. So make sure that your left hand is on the chair. I'm going to stay facing you. And now you're going to take your right arm up to the ceiling. I'm going to use my leg as my balance. And reach up, looking up. And breathe. Make sure that right knee stays forward over your toes. I'm actually going to bring my hand down to the floor. You keep yours up onto the chair. Just because I need a little bit of help right here. And I'm not at my chair. But remember, your left hand should be on your chair. Good. Bring your hand down. We're going to come up and step it in. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And out. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay. Let's get a little bit of upper body as well as continuing with our lower body. We're going to be kind of hitting that lower body a little bit today. All right. So we're going to do some lat pulls. Remember this? We're going to do it with some squats. So let's take our legs wide. Remember your squats, knees go right over the laces. Do not let your knees buckle in. Hips go back. Remember, bum to the wall behind you. Ready? Arms up, no slack here. And let's pull it down and up. Let's do pull down, come down, take it up. Now, again, if you need to hold on to the chair then you can choose if you want to do the legs, or I would actually challenge you to just stand and do the arms and do your lat pulls. Good. As you pull down, bend those elbows, squeeze those back muscles, squeeze. Notice at the top, my band does not go loosey-goosey. It has some tension on it. Does anybody know what number we're on? We'll say 8. We'll do 4 more. Okay? 4, 3. Ooh, the heat was blaring in here when I came in. 2, so I'm working up a sweat. 1, good, hold it here. Hold it here, squeeze those back muscles together, squeeze. Feel the tension in your arms, shoulders are down, and release. Roll those shoulders out. Good job. Whew, deep breath in and out. And we are going to go ahead and get seated and do some seated stretches. Make sure I'm still on the screen here. All right. What are we doing? Okay. Let's sit on the edge of our seat. Remember, we always sit on the edge of our seat unless I tell you to go back and use the chair back. Hands at your ears or right behind your head, elbows out. So this is what it looks like. The hands are behind my head. And we're going to, this is for our neck, and we're going to push our head into our hands and then release. So what we're doing is we're trying to get you push your head into your hands and your hands kind of are against your head. Keep your elbows open and relax. And push. So I'm trying, what we're doing is we're getting your ears over your shoulders. Many of us are out to here and we're pulling. So if having your hands up behind your head is too hard for your shoulders, you can just drop and just focus on tucking your chin in. So pull that chin in, kind of like a turtle, and then relax. So you can do it without your hands. You can just pull your chin back, trying to get your ears over your shoulders. Good. And let's do one more. Pull it back. You're pushing your head into your hands. Here you have that physical feeling of your head coming back. Good. If you need to, shake out the shoulders a little bit. All right. Hands at your ears or on your shoulders. And if having your arms up high is hard, keep your arms crossed. And we're going to keep those elbows back, and we're going to rotate to the right. Keep your nose forward and pull those elbows open. Good. Back to center and to the left. Keep your knees forward and back to center. And to the right. And back to center. And to the left. And to center. And to the right. And to center. And to the left. And to center. Good. Take it down and roll those shoulders back. Good. Take that right arm and let's bring it across. Keep your shoulder down. And let's do the other side. Make sure your shoulder stays down. And breathe. Make sure you breathe. You're sitting up nice and straight. Arms are tucked in from the chair arms. Good. I just lost my train of thought. Let's take our right hand and make a fist, push it to the floor, sit up straight, and gently bring your left ear towards the shoulder. Now push that right fist towards the floor. Again, if this having your shoulder up like this, your arm up, bothers your shoulder, you can just keep your arm here and just bend or just take the ear down towards the shoulder. But you want to keep your nose forward here. Good, and relax. Make a fist with the left hand. You're sitting up nice and straight, chest is lifted. Your fist is pushing to the floor. And again, if you want, you can use those fingers to gently bring that ear towards the shoulder. Don't hike your right shoulder up towards your ears. Just leave it down. Leave it down. And keep pushing that left fist to the floor. And relax. Good. And just kind of shake it out. Let's go ahead and take our chin to our chest. Just drop the chin down. Keep the rest of your body up. So don't bend at your back. And now look up to the ceiling. And let's take that chin to the chest again. And up to the ceiling. And down. Good. All right. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Now again, if you need water at any time, please just get some water. You don't need to wait for me to tell you to get it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do our stance. Let's get our ball. Sitting on the edge of your seat, arms tucked in. If you can do it without using your hands, that's great. If not, just use the chair for a little push. Ready? Here we go. Coming up. Hot seat. Hot seat. Breathe. Hot seat. And come up and let's stay up. All right, let's get our band. We're going to start with some upper body and then we're going to finish with 2 lower body moves. All right. Let's take the band, wrap it once around your right hand. You're going to anchor it out to the side. Now, if you need to, you can hold the chair with this hand. So it's anchored out to the side. Now, this is going to work back, but I also want you to contract the tricep muscle. That's the muscle back here in the back of your arm. It's opposite your bicep. So if you know where your bicep, most people know where your bicep is. When you hear tricep, it's the opposite. So it's always opposite the bicep. So arm is out to the side. And again, you do not want your band with slack because you're not going to get very much resistance. So start with some tension. You can always adjust. And keeping that arm straight, you're squeezing that shoulder blade in. Contract that arm and bring it in. Let's walk our hand in just a little bit and bring it out. Good. And bring it out. Do not let your arms snap back. You keep tension right here. Notice I'm not going loose with my band. I'm keeping tension on it and keep that right arm out to the side. So you have to think about that right arm because what happens is we're so focused on the left, the right starts to drift and our anchor gets easier and easier. 4 more. 4, and then we're going to hold and pulse. 3, 2, 1, hold here. Now you're just going to keep your elbow out to the side, bend at the elbow, straight. Now we're really hitting those triceps. Keep those shoulders down, lift your chest. 3. Breathe. 4. Should be feeling the arms. 5. 6. 7. 8. If you find your form suffering, then make the band a little easier. 2 more. 1, 2. Woo-wee. I was feeling that one for sure. Okay. Switch sides. So you're going to wrap the band around your left arm. Ooh, I bet that left arm as an anchor is going to get really tired because it's already tired out. Okay. Arm is out to the side. That's your anchor. Again, no slack here to start. Maybe have your hand about middle of your chest. Nothing loose here. Arm is straight out. And pull. Squeeze that shoulder blade together. And think about contracting the muscles in the back of your arm as well. Oh yeah, that left arm is feeling it. It's tired. 5 more. Keep those shoulders down. If you need to take a break, remember you can always take a break and come back in. And 3, woo-wee, 2, here we go. We're going to hold our arm out right here. Both arms out to the side. Bend at the elbow. Straighten. 1. Good. Keep those shoulders down. Lift your chest. Yeah, this is hard. 6 more. 6. 5. 4. So working some endurance here. We just got to hold. 2. Here we go. Last one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo. All right. We are done with upper body. Put this band away. Out of my sight. Well, we're going to actually use that on the very last exercise, but with legs. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a big hug. Round it down a little bit. And take those arms wide. Woo. Lift the chest, spread your fingers. Good, roll the shoulders out. Take the left arm across. Now remember, if you never want anything to hurt, feel pain. You should feel the muscle working. Switch arms, keep the shoulder down. But you can always with the bands, the nice thing is that when it starts to get really hard in your form of suffering, you just can give yourself a little bit more band to work with and make it a little easier. All right, we're going to get our gliders. I haven't used these in a little while. So make sure you have it on the right side for the flooring that you're on. And I want you to get right behind your chair because you can hold the chair with both hands that way. Doesn't matter what foot we're using, leg we're using. So remember, we're going to slide this out to the side. So when we slide it out, we don't slide with it. That's sliding with it, okay? You're going to stay in one spot and you're just moving the leg. You're going to stay weight over that right leg and you're going to push your hip back. All right, so let's put our foot on that glider. Because I know that there's a few of you that like to slide with it. So you got to stay over that right leg. So please think about, you're not moving, you're only moving that leg out and it's like you're doing a single leg squat. Okay, so here we go. Push those hips back and push down on that glider to pull it in. Pull it in. You should feel your inner thighs working. So when you come down, if you look, your shoulder, hip, knee, foot are all in one line. And breathe. So again, don't slide with this. The only thing that's moving really is the leg. 3 more. 3. Push your hip back. 2, like you're sitting in a chair. And 1. Good. Let's switch sides. Ready? Same thing. So make sure you stay over that left leg. Staying over the left leg. Now when you pull your leg back in, push that foot down. Feel those inner thighs engage. And come all the way back up to standing. Don't stay here and just move it in and out, okay? We want to come all the way up to standing. Lift your chest. 4 more. 4, 3, and then we got one more leg exercise. 2, 1. Good. All right. Put that glider away. So we're going to do our donkey kicks again with our band, but we're going to add a little pulse at the end. So we'll add a little something extra, a little something, something. Okay, so let's get your band. And remember, you can do this without the band as well. So you do not have to use the band. You just move the leg. The same. All right, so let's put our left foot on the band right in the middle. Make sure your arch is on the band so that the band is right under the middle of your foot. Create that tension in the band. So pull, and then you're going to hold the back of your chair. So there should be tension on this. Okay? Lift your leg. Now we're going to go back. So remember, you're squeezing through your glute. Think of pushing with your heel. So squeeze your glutes, stay up through your shoulders. You can even make it a little harder. 2 more. 1, 2. Now right here, keep that leg straight, and we're just going to pulse it up. Ready for 10. 10, 9, all from the glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Same thing for the other side. And breathe. So right foot on the band. Create that tension. Hold your hands and the band at the chair. Remember, you do not have to use the band. Right knee lifted and right leg lifted, knee at 90, and push it out. So think of pushing through the heel, squeezing your glute. Don't let the band just pull your leg back. Make sure that you are controlling the return. 4 more. 4, and then we have our pulse, and then we stretch. 3, 2, 1. Keep it legs straight and up. 10, 9, 8. Glutes. 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Woo. All right. Band is done. We're going to sit down. Actually, before we sit down, have the chair, get next to the chair, and let's take a big step back with that left leg, and let's stretch out that hip flexor again. I find this, if you can stand, this is really, I like this best for stretching out the front of your hips and your quads, because it requires a lot of flexibility in your knees to do this stretch in the chair where you sit sideways and drop your knee. And a lot of people can't quite open up the angle here, all right? So at the least, we're gonna do this stretch and then sit down in the chair and finish. Good. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and just come a little bit more forward. Just making sure that your knee stays behind the tips of your toes and the weight is on the heel. And breathe. Good. We'll do one other stretch here because I really like getting that hip Take that left leg behind the right. And if you want, you can take that left arm overhead, really pull it. So don't, if you can, try not to just have the arm just kind of, hanging here. When you pull it overhead, you start to feel that stretch down the side. Now you can always drop it in front a little bit more if having it up a little higher is hard. But I also want you to push your left hip towards the floor. So you're really grounding your left foot. You're pushing your left foot into the floor as hard as you can so that you're getting a nice stretch down the side and into your hip. Again, maybe into that lower back a little bit. Good. And let's switch legs. So right leg, big step back with that right leg. And let's push that hip forward. And breathe. Good. Make sure your body is up nice and straight for this stretch. You want to create that nice stretch in the front of the hips. And it's hard to get that if you're angled forward. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, push it forward a little bit more. Good. And breathe. Good. Let's take that right foot behind the left. Again, if you want, take that arm overhead. Really pull that arm. You can even grab the wrist if you don't need to hang onto the chair and pull it a little bit more and really ground that right foot into the floor, pushing your hip down. Get that stretch all the way down. And breathe. So we're stretching a lot of stuff right here, our back, our side, our hip, low back. Good, and relax. All right, let's come around to the front of the chair. And we're going to sit down slowly onto the edge of the seat and get our strap. We're running a few minutes, a little bit behind, but so if you can stick with me for a few more minutes, we'll get our stretch in. Let's get our left foot out in front. And leg is out in front. And let's pull those toes towards us. So feeling that nice stretch through our calf muscle. That's the back of that lower leg. Hopefully I'm on screen. Good. Sit up straight. Deep breath in. Exhale, and let's come forward. Pull your toes. Don't stop pulling your toes and reach with that left hand. Reaching. Feel that stretch go all the way up the back of the leg. And breathe. Good. Come on up. Let's just release that tension. We did a lot of legs today. We did lunges and squats and abduction and hamstrings and glutes. And let's sit up straight. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, reach with that right hand. Make sure you're still pulling your toes towards you. Don't let up on that, because that's what's getting you that deep stretch all the way up the back of the leg. So reaching for the outside of the leg wherever you can. And breathe. And relax. Good. Let's bring that leg up to onto the thigh. Now, if you need to, you can keep it down here. All right. And you can take that strap off. Sit up straight. And let's hinge forward at the hips, leading with the chest. You can use your arm to gently press down on that leg. And just get that stretch in the hip a little bit more. Good. Now take that leg over, sit up straight, And we're gonna rotate and look over our left shoulder. Make sure you're up nice and straight, shoulders are down. So stretching out the neck. Good. All right, let's do the same thing with the right leg. So let's take that leg out. And pull those toes towards you. Sit up nice and straight. Right now, just feeling the stretch in that calf area. Pull those toes. And breathe. Good, here we go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's reach for the toes and continue pulling, using your strap to pull the toes towards you. Feeling the stretch travel up the back of the leg into the hamstring. All the way up, maybe into the glutes. So if you can't touch, that's okay. Reaching and just that coming forward and reaching is going to get you that deeper stretch. And relax and kind of shake it out. Just let that tension go. Good. Take it back out. Pull your toes. Remember, don't stop pulling your toes just because you're reaching. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, reaching with the left hand for anywhere on the outside of that leg. Good, and relax. Let's bring that ankle up onto the thigh. Put the strap to the side, sit up straight. Your elbow or your arm is on the inside of the leg, and let's just hinge forward a little bit. So you're leading with your chest. Good, and cross it over, sit up straight, and let's look behind us. So here you can use the chair arm to help pull you around, and you're pulling that leg across. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. And relax. Good, let's open the legs and cross our arms. Sit up straight, take a deep breath in. And exhale, come forward. Inhale up, pull up from your belly. Always pull up from your belly button, not your lower back. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. Good. Put your feet together. Sit up straight. Take a deep breath into the belly and out. Keep those shoulders down. Again, deep breath in and out. One more time. Deep breath in and out. Thank you so much. Have a great day.